OBS allows you not only to record videos, so if you want to make courses or if you want to pre-film something for your business, for training, for whatever, you can use it for that, but it's also amazing for live streaming. I'm talking about OBS, Open Broadcast System. When you get to OBS, OBS asks, do you have Windows? Are you on a PC or a Mac, or do you have Linux? Because it's open software for any one of these. All you need is a microphone, a webcam, headphones, lights, and a computer. OBS gives you help guides, wiki guides, there's a Discord chat, there's a forum, Source, which is a GitHub repository. You can get feedback, you can look at developer docs. There is in addition a quick step guide to getting started on OBS very, very quickly. It's only 4 steps. And there's also an FAQ page of facts that you might want or need to know. Along with that, there are resources, both free and paid resources, to make your experience with OBS so much better. I do have to tell you that the first time Sal and I went live, we had no idea what software to use. And so we tried OBS, first because it was open source, which I love, and second because it was available for Mac, and third because it was free.
It's free.
And if we didn't like it, we could just, who cares, just not use it anymore. So what happened was we couldn't understand how to use it. I mean, for us, it seemed really, really complicated, never having used live stream software before. At that time, when we started using it almost exactly a year ago on YouTube, after having used Ecamm all this time, I think OBS is not so complicated. I think we just didn't understand how to use it. So what I'm saying to you is go a little longer trying a free software first, because you may find that it works for you and you love it or something like that. On YouTube, you can find excellent tutorials. This is one of them, OBS Studio for Beginners. It was created by a channel called TechGumbo, and that is the URL exactly to get to the video, but the video is OBS Studio Beginner's Guide, so you can easily find it. Here's another one, OBS Beginner's Guide in 30 minutes, and it's from a YouTube channel called HowToTech, and again, here you go. That is the exact URL. And finally, OBS tutorial, KevinStratvert. That's the name of his YouTube channel, and people seem to love Kevin. I only looked at this one video and it was pretty quickly comprehensive, so I do recommend looking at any of those if in fact you want to use OBS. Now, every single one of these software applications, they all start with what is called scenes. And I am going to switch, that is the term for it, to another scene. And this is what a scene is. It's another way of you viewing whatever it is that I'm showing you. So this is another scene. An actual scene is a layout of how you want it to look. In this particular layout, Sal is on one camera, I am on the other one, and they're both webcams. His, of course, looking at him, mine, of course, looking at mine, and then our software allows us to show both of us in the same scene. And what's really cool about the software is that even right now, while I'm talking to you, I could zoom in, which I could zoom in, or I could get really teeny weeny, just by changing it out while I'm actually talking to you, which is so cool. I can also add sounds. I could add different overlays. This, for example, is an overlay. It's an overlay of subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. These are overlays as well. Our names are an overlay of text. Our logo is an overlay. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do on the software. And Kim is asking a question. What is the benefit? This is such a great question, Kim. What is the benefit to using live stream software as opposed to YouTube live streaming or something like Twitch? So the answer to that is when you use software like OBS or like Ecamm, which I am using right now, you have the capability to add in much more professional looking overlays, much more professional looking framework. You can add text in, you can do lower thirds, you can add in video. It allows you to do a ton of professional quality content.
Bells and whistles.
A lot of bells and whistles, as Sal said, which is so true. Whereas just live streaming direct, it's just you. So there's nothing on your frame with you. You don't have any of these cool extras, the logo on the side here, or the name of like our tagline, YouTube for Business channel. You don't have a subscribe button. You don't have any of this stuff. Even the black frame around me is an overlay that I've added. A scene is your streaming setup for whatever layout you want for your webcams, to add in additional devices or media like I do with this PDF. So literally right now I am clicking through a PDF that I created from Keynote for Mac, right? So I created all my slides in Keynote, I exported them as a PDF, I brought that right onto my scene that I'm in right now, and this is my scene for PDFs, and then I'm able to click through them like I just did to show you each additional slide. This is what a scene looks like in OBS. And you can see that you have multiple options for scenes. So scene 1 could be this. This is what my scene 1 is. My scene 2 is my slides. And this is me in a picture-in-picture in a circle, but I could, and I'm going to show you this right now. This is so cool. I could change the shape of the picture-in-picture to wide, to classic, square, all, or I can just change it to round, which is what I prefer. And I'm just going to move it back again. That is my scene 2. My scene 3 is to show you the internet. So I am screen sharing right now the internet, and this is me on the OBS site showing you OBS directly from the internet.
That's cool.
Then there's Sal and me, and that's both cameras, both webcams, I should say, both webcams showing us. Then I have a scene that's just Sal, and then I have a scene where it is all of us. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scenes, and this is the first one. And Kim has another question. And Kim said, I feel like you can get really creative with scenes. Absolutely, honey, you can get so creative with scenes. It's amazing. It's really fun. And this is what I love. And I want you to feel when I'm showing this to you, how much fun it is to use this software, because when you just live stream directly to YouTube, you don't have all this cool stuff that I'm showing you right now. And this is what makes it so much more fun. A scene can show your window captures, different images. It can show text. It can show browser windows, which I just showed you. It can show webcams or capture cards. There are many different things that you can do. OBS also has an audio mixer, and the features from the audio mixer are a volume meter, a fader, a mute button, options button, volume level. There are so many things that you can do with the audio mixer, and this is what it looks like. Here is a zoomed in close-up where you can see that you can literally choose what it is that you want the audio to be, lower or higher or deeper or whatever it is that you want to do with your audio. If you look at the settings panel for OBS shows you all of the general information, then the streaming information. Your output, how is your output performing? How is your audio? What about your video? What about hotkeys? Ooh, hotkeys are fun. And then advanced features. So this is great to have your settings panel. The pro features that OBS offers, which I just showed you in Ecamm, are basically the same kinds of things. You can do customizable transitions. You can switch between different scenes. You can add your own Stinger video file. So what is that? Well, transitions allow you to move from one video to the next. And if you watch what I'm going to do, I am going to go to me, and there's going to be a crossfade. Do you see that? Did you see the crossfade? Okay, I crossed from one video, one scene to the other with a crossfade, and it sort of dissolved from one video to another. So you can go to a quick cut or a mix cut or a dissolve, a crossfade, a fade, a wipe. There's color replacement, animated effects, pixelation, glitches, which I love, and I use those when I make pre-recorded videos. Then there's focus drops and lighting changes. There are so many things that you can do with transitions. Stingers are an animated video transition, and every one of you have seen these on the news, especially when they're doing sports and they animate in a different picture, or the news when they animate in a different picture, and it combines a transparent video animation that starts out maybe on one side of the screen or in the center of the screen and opens up and fills the whole screen with something else and then cuts to the next video. And it's a more professional, more sophisticated way of doing a cut. So transitions are what are called WebM files, and they have a transparent background which allows what's behind them to be shown while it's fading over them. Isn't that cool? I love that. So here is a video from GamingCareeers, because gamers love to use OBS, especially because it's free, and it has a ton of features. GamingCareeers, that is the link to this exact video to show you more what are scene transitions, because you want to learn about this stuff if you're going to use this, because it's so cool. Then you can learn how to make your own custom stingers, your own custom transitions, again with GamingCareeers, and that is the link right there. And he shows you on Adobe, but I know that I can also do this in Final Cut using Motion. And then finally, LiveStreamingTech, that's the name of the YouTube channel. Here it is. And that is their link to Custom Stinger transitions. And it shows you that you can do swipes and slides and fade to color and luma wipes, all kinds of really cool, fun things that you can do to make your presentations more exciting, more professional, more fun. Studio mode allows you to preview, adjust, and create new scenes and sources before you push them live. So you could do that while you're streaming, or you can do that ahead of time, which is what we do. We do everything ahead of time. OBS also gives you what are called hotkeys, and hotkeys are so cool because they allow you to switch between scenes, start or stop streamings or recordings, mute audio sources, all kinds of things with just the push of a single button. And that's a great feature. Another thing OBS does is it gives you multi-view. And multi-view allows you to show a bunch of different scenes at one time. Why would you want to do this? Well, you might want to do this if you're interviewing a whole lot of people with different cameras from different scenes, and then you bring them all in to one scene and show them all, kind of like the Brady Bunch. I'm Sherry Barbera. This is zazoome, YouTube for Business. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.